You know, a lot of people are trying to push on black women to get out there, get on the forefront, because black women have definitely been, on the forefront speaking up. If you remember the last Trump administration, black women, came out speaking and all that. They had the Women's March and all of that. And in the end, sisters got to really see what that was about. That was a bunch of white women running and controlling things, and it didn't work out well for the sisters. And I'm so glad a lot of sisters have woke up now in the area with these white women. These white women are not your friend. They're just upset. They get a bad end of the deal in white supremacy, and they want their equal share. And because they can't get their equal share, they say, oh, look, black women, we're discriminated against like you. No, you're not. No, you're nowhere near the position a black woman's in. But everything that's going on now, they keep trying to come to black women to do something, and black women are speaking out. Check out what this sister has to say.
It's a lot of conversation going on about why black women ain't doing this, why we ain't doing that, why we saying this, why blah, 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 blah. Let me tell y'all something right now. If black women were to lead the charge against this government, y'all would not be happy with what comes after that. Y'all will not be happy with what comes after that. Y'all already don't like when we speak up for ourselves. You already don't like when we're leaders in companies. You already don't like when we deliver results in the schools or whatever. You don't like when we have authority. Y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like none of that. Y'all said y'all like Jasmine Crockett. Now y'all turning on her. Y'all said y'all like Kamala. You didn't vote for her. You swear up and down you want a female president. You never voted for Hillary. You say you want female governors. You didn't vote for Stacey Abrams. Y'all don't want us to be the leaders. You don't want us to lead the charge. So while y'all keep asking us where you at, what you doing, ask yourself, if we was to take the front line, would y'all be cool with us taking the reins? And I already know what the answer is, and I already know you're going to say no. So why are you bothered with what we're doing now that the country is in shambles, when we were the ones that showed up to the polls and voted in the right way? What are you mad about? What are you mad about? You're mad because now you have to learn a lesson.
No, they don't want black women to run anything. Not at all. They don't want black women to be governors. They don't want black women to be presidents. They don't want black women to be mayors. They don't want black women to be senators or congresswomen. No. They don't want that. What they want is what black Americans were in the beginning. They want a slave. A slave, defend massa. A slave, serve massa. That's what they want. That's really what you're saying, sister. They want black women to get on out there and be a slave, fight for them, put their bodies on the line for them, go to jail for them, even lose their life for them, while they sit back behind you and watch and don't say anything, don't do anything. They're not going to jail. They're not. That's why right now, if they on the forefront of it, notice they're not doing anything and making any kind of headway. That's why Trump and them just laughing at them and rolling right over them, right? That's why he hasn't pulled out no new tactics, no military gear, and then because we're not out there, because they do that because we get results. They don't have to do that with them. They laugh at them because you know why they laugh at them? Because they know they are comfortable and they may just be a little uncomfortable, but they're not uncomfortable enough to do something about anything. So they can say, you know what, for me to stay in my comfort, and I know it's going to be hell, let black people deal with the hell. And black women and men are saying, hell no, you go do it. We are fine. We are good with President Trump. We ain't got no issue with him. What could he do that haven't been done to black folks already? Just think about that. What could he really do? What could he really take that have been taken away from us already? That's the beauty about being black. Everything's been done to us. Everything's been taken away from us. What more are you going to take or do? That's why I was like, okay, well, whatever he chooses to do, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why we just not bothered with him. Y'all bothered, you other groups, because you ever went through what we went through. Some groups may say we would deal with discrimination, not in the level that we've dealt with it, in the amount of time we've dealt with it. And remember, a lot of you chose to come here, and you could choose to leave this place too. You're not stuck here. A lot of immigrants are not stuck here. They can easily pack their bags and head back to their homeland and don't have to deal with none of this mess no more. Black Americans got to be here dealing with this. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, black women should be living a soft life. Black women, you live too hard of a life. You fought too much. And they want to call you manly. Well, because you're fighting all the time. You need to be soft. If you're going to fight, fight for your community. Fight for your family. Don't be fighting for all these different people all the time. You knuckling up, like being like Clarissa Shields out here. You don't have to do all that. Be a soft woman. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. You do your self-care. You know what I'm saying? Get your facials and all that and take care of your health and all that. Don't be worried about nothing what's going on. Period. Let them others be tired and angry and upset and crying and stressed. Let them deal with that. Black women have dealt with that enough for a very long time. Everybody else right now is dealing with the weight of America. We not dealing with it like talking about because we not out there in the middle of it. That's really what it is. And it's been a very relaxing time. Yes, it's been some chaos, but it hasn't been really no more chaotic than what Black America have been living in this country. So this is 100% right. They don't want black women or men to lead anything. And it could, let's call it what it is, what she's really saying. In order for this country to really get right, black people have to run it. Black Americans in particular would have to run it from top down. That would be the only way this country would be right. And if we're not going to run it, well, shoot, we just need them to stay out the way then. Let y'all do what y'all do. It's just that simple, because I told y'all the reason why they running the country always want to ruin everything is because it's what they practice in their culture. And it's the way they have always been just in their homeland in Europe, and they can't get along with nobody. They can't get along with each other. You can't have people in leadership that can't get along with people. See, Black Americans, we can be cool with anybody. And that's what you need in leadership. People who's more about being cool and being peaceful, not people who's always trying to fight and start a war and disagreement. You don't need that. And I boldly say it, if you want America to be right, black people have to run it from the top down. And I mean from the top down. If black people are not going to run it, that's why you're going to have hell. It's just that simple at this point. Now, some people may say, well, African country, we are not continental Africans, and we don't move like they move. So you don't bring up Africans, and what they do in their countries is their business. We have nothing to do with it. We talking about this one, the United States of America, and how we run things, because it's quite interesting. Every time we built towns and did things on our own, we did very well and was very successful with it. It wasn't a hellhole. Because trust me, y'all wouldn't have tried to destroy hellholes, right? No, we was always thriving, doing great. And we would thrive and do great in this country if we ran it all from the top down. We would. But these people, they'd rather America be gone before black folks run it. And that's okay. Maybe if that's what happened, God wants to happen, I'm going to say, hey, God, well, show us our exodus then. That way it can collapse on them. And we not going to be no part of it. But the only way America going to be right unless black Americans run it. It's just that simple.